So I just finished washing this wonderful LandCruiser 76 series, and at the moment I'm headed out of the washing bay to do one of the things that most people don't usually take serious, which is have a clean car. Irrespective of who you are, at the end of the day, a clean car is better than anything else. So I'm now off onto the tarmac, just coming from the bypass, going through 𝚾𝚘𝚗𝚎 as I head to 𝚃𝚘𝚘𝚗 Acacia to check how much tire pressure this car has, so that we because you know also tire pressure determines how, also has an effect on your fuel efficiency. I could be wrong, but from my knowledge, this car, for the roads we drive here, is good at 30 psi in front and 35 psi in the back, which also has an effect on how much grip the car has. When you have too much pressure in the tire of the car, a bit of the comfort is sacrificed. The car begins to bounce. The car begins to bounce, and you don't have so much grip. When you have the right amount of pressure in the car has better grip and it does not bounce. But also the efficiency, fuel efficiency, is much better.
Hello.
How are you? Just want to check how much pressure is in. I feel like it's bouncy. How are you? No, I'm just checking pressure. I feel like it's very bouncy. I don't know how much is in.
You can see it has to be a lot.
Yeah.
How is this?
It's good.
The review and it was like,
You watched it.
this is why it's on steady progress. Try to say it cannot because of light.
Yeah. You just tell me how much.
The 38.
It's 38. I had a feeling it was very high.
Okay. Make it at least 35.
Yeah. No. Even if it's 30.
Then it's 30.
Let's do 30 and 35 at the back. So I was actually right. The front tire is 35, no 38. So the tire pressure in this one here was 40. So if you're driving in Uganda, you need 35 or 30. I prefer 30 and 35. So at City Oil, they will do a couple of things. They will help you with tire pressure. They will also help you with wheel alignment. But the one thing I'm making sure now is my tire pressure is at the right amount, which is 35 at the back and 30 in the front. Right now we had 40 in the back and 38 in the front, which is not safe.
And 38.
This was also 38. So it's going down to 35, which improves the comfort of the car. I complained about this in the first video where I said the car was very bouncy. This is why it was bouncy. And most people don't care about or they don't mind the tire pressure. But in order to be safe on the road, you need to be mindful of the car pressure you have. If you have any doubt about the right pressure for your car, come to City Oil. Come to City Oil. They're also cheap. City Oil, and it's not a paid. It's not that I'm paid by City Oil. I've just gotten off City Oil, where I had two things done. Changed the tire pressure, and I'm now quite sure that with the current tire pressure, I will be able to drive much better. I also feel like the car is full of life again. I would not have turned like that here with the original LandCruiser 70 series, which was which had a very wide turning radius. This one has a short one. You can see the miniature turns I'm able to make because of what it can do. Oh my God, just that difference in the tire pressure has a huge impact on how the car feels. It feels like I put cushions in the car. A hard top should not be this comfortable. A hard top should not be this comfortable. Toyota, what did you do? What did you do? Goodness me, I feel, wow. All tires are now running at 35 psi, which is good for a road because you have tarmac and no tarmac. But the level of comfort that I'm getting in this hard top, they are not legal for the hard top. Most of you don't like the hard top because it is a very uncomfortable car. But this very car I'm seated in will change your mind about that. With the right tire pressure, it feels like I'm moving on clouds. And bodas obviously will give you a heart attack. But this car, with just the right tire pressure, I have a whole new experience on how I drive. I feel, I feel the comfort. I feel the comfort in a 76 series. The comfort that we always assumed is only limited to high-end executive or high-end VIP cars. This is a daily workhorse that gives you that comfort, that fuel efficiency, and above all, unmatched reliability. I am so shocked. I am so shocked about the level of comfort that I have now in this car at 35 psi. In a hard top. In a hard top. The hard top that most people look at and say is a very uncomfortable car. I have comfort in this car at the right pressure that I wish I would share through the video and make you feel. Don't be surprised. This is going to be a prediction. Don't be surprised if we have more of these cars on the road by people who can actually afford them, by organizations that have a budget and have been looking for a reliable car. Because this is it, baby. This is it. This is what it feels when you have reliability and unmatched comfort paired together. Toyota have outdone themselves. So what I've done, I've set the car to cruise control. Cruise control means that I'm not stepping on the pedal and the car is making sure that it maintains 70 kilometers per hour, the recommended speed on the northern bypass. So as you can clearly see, my foot is off the pedal, and this is an incline where we're going down. As we descend, I also feel it brake, and now it's picking up speed to maintain the 70 kilometers per hour. I'm going to try and see if it can maintain the same fuel efficiency and at similar speeds on different kinds of roads. That I'm not quite sure about, but it's a good thing to try. Could be the last video I'm making about the LandCruiser 76 series, and I have to say I have enjoyed it. I've enjoyed the process of making this video, although I was disappointed that I couldn't find the 4x4 trucks that I had in mind for this very car. However, the cruise control in this car is very, very game-changing for a 70 series. This is the LandCruiser 76. The other thing I want to say is that once you reduce the tire pressure from 40, it was at 40 psi at the back and 39 in front, then you'll be able to have comfort, like illegal or insane amounts of comfort in a hardtop. That one I have to tell you, because as someone who has driven hardtops, as someone who enjoys driving hardtops is the name that was coined for this type of a Land Cruiser here in Uganda. This is a car that you can definitely bet it will take you in a place and bring you back. However, that has changed to taking you to a place comfortably and with less energy.
'76 series has been a reliable car, without a doubt. But the addition of the automatic opens up this model for other people who may not necessarily or traditionally be able to drive such a car because they do not know how to drive a manual, or they are not comfortable driving a manual car. What this car does, it takes away that barrier and gives you comfort when you reduce the tire pressure from 40 psi to 35 psi front and back, and also brings you on board to some technology that you may not have in an ordinary manual transmission 76 series, which is cruise control. Cruise control helps you maintain specific speeds, and it does the acceleration and deceleration for you. My experience driving this, as you could have seen already, is mind-blowing. I am so in love with it. I failed to get the trucks that had proper four-wheel driving experiences. I had a few that you've seen already. But cruise control was done everywhere. You can do it in the city, you can do it on Maram, and it takes away the fatigue of driving. And the car itself, the infotainment system does not disappoint. Why? You can connect and play your music via Bluetooth. You can listen to the radio, it has an antenna. And above all, you have a control system of your music that is made by Pioneer that has a touchscreen interface. Some people may prefer knobs, but this is good for the price of the car. Anyway, thank you for watching. Before I go, a message to my son Osam: I love you, I'm proud of you, and to you who is watching, thank you so much. I wish you the very best. Peace. 𝚾𝚧𝚘𝚘𝚘𝚙.